This commenter says, I find it so interesting the idea of a voice type outside of the binary. I would like to hear an example because it's completely new to me. Hi, I'm Renee. I'm a gender affirming voice teacher. And for the last few weeks, I've been talking about my upcoming non binary speaking voice course, Mix and Match Designing Your Non Binary Voice. I mentioned that some non binary people may have voice goals that are unconnected to the gender binary or have a more unusual sound. But what do I mean by this? The characteristics that we'll be looking at in detail in this 7-week course are pitch, resonance, weight, and sentence contour. In most dialects of English and when using an average speaking volume, voices that are perceived as feminine tend to have a higher pitch, a brighter resonance, a lighter weight, and a wider contour. By contrast, voices that are perceived as masculine tend to have a lower pitch, a darker resonance, a heavier vocal weight, and a more shallow sentence contour. Caveat, this is a gross oversimplification. Not all voices perceived as feminine or masculine will have this layout of characteristics, and most people have multiple voices with which they speak that can be expressed in a variety of ways. So I'm just speaking in general. Please be nice to me. So with that caveat out of the way, if you want to create a voice that is unconnected to the gender binary or is a little less usual, you can take these characteristics and combine them in unusual ways, or you can take them to extremes. So, for example, you could have a voice that has a higher pitch, a darker resonance, a lighter vocal weight, and a more shallow contour. So it would sound something like this. Totally fine, you can use this. It's a little less usual, but completely healthful. So that is just one example of a less usual way that you can combine these vocal characteristics. But let me know in the comments how you would like to see these characteristics combined. My new course, Mix and Match Designing Your Non-Binary Voice, is coming out on May 1st. So if you want to be notified when pre-orders open, make sure you get on my mailing list at the link in my bio. And I hope this helps.